The Whisper of the Hills, a Kalenjin. Story long ago, when the green highlands of Rift Valley were covered in morning mist and the rivers sang to the forests, there lived a young Kalenjin boy named Kiprono. Kiprono belonged to a family of cattle keepers. Every dawn he would lead the family's cattle across the rolling hills while the sun painted the sky gold. The Kalenjin people valued courage, wisdom, respect for elders, and care for livestock, and Kiprono dreamed of one day becoming a respected elder himself. One season, a terrible drought came upon the land. The grass turned brown, streams shrank into muddy pools, and the cattle grew weak. The village elders gathered beneath a large fig tree to discuss what could be done. "We have never seen such a dry season," said the oldest elder. "We must find new grazing lands before our cattle perish." Many young warriors volunteered to search, but the elders chose Kiprono because he was known not only for his strength, but also for his keen observation. Carrying a walking stick carved by his grandfather, Kiprono set out toward the distant hills. For 3 days he traveled, sleeping beneath acacia trees and following the flight of birds. On the fourth morning, he noticed something unusual. Flocks of weaver birds were flying in the same direction, carrying fresh green grass. Where there is green grass, there must be water, he thought. He followed the birds through a narrow valley until he discovered a hidden plain fed by a spring that flowed from the rocks. Tall grass swayed in the wind, and cattle from wild herds grazed peacefully. Filled with joy, Kiprono hurried back to his village. "The hills have spoken," he told the elders. "There is water beyond the Valley of Stones." The villagers followed him to the hidden plain. Their cattle quickly regained their strength, and the people celebrated with songs, stories, and traditional dances around a great fire. That evening, the oldest elder stood and addressed the community. "Many possess strength," he said, "but true leadership comes from wisdom, patience, and attention to the signs that nature provides." Kiprono listened when others only looked. Years passed, and Kiprono grew into a respected leader. Whenever children asked how he had saved the village, he would smile and point toward the hills. "The land is always speaking," he would say. "The rivers speak through their flow, the birds through their flight, and the elders through their experience. Those who listen carefully will never lose their way." And so the story was passed from one generation to the next among the Kalenjin people, reminding them that wisdom often comes not from speaking loudly, but from listening deeply. Moral: wisdom, observation, and respect for nature can guide a community through even the most difficult times.